Seriously.
Yeah, now.
Intro from an angry Liverpool fan. From a vexed. I swear. Angry Liverpool fan. Angry. Let's go.
Welcome to another episode of FCX. I'm here with Obaro, Boogie, and Kelechi. Thank you. Please, you may proceed.
Okay. All right.
And we did not lose. This loss does not mean that we will not win the next one.
We believe you. Anyway, so let's start. So FCX is back again. It's the show you always wanted to make, but you didn't, so we did it for you. LaLiga has started 2 games in. So there's a Barcelona conversation in terms of what's happening with that setup. We'll come to that specifically. However, over the weekend, Atletico lost, weirdly. However, to a solid Villarreal side. So I think I saw the last 10 minutes of that game, and it didn't look like, for some reason, it just felt like Atletico hadn't started their own season. Like they were just very. They were second to every ball, unlike Atletico. They will fight you head and tail. But they were just second to every ball, and then I looked at the score and I'm like, maybe. So is it the Emery factor? Is it Atletico be Atletico? Is Diego Simeone tired? Does he need a new challenge? And for this, we'll go to our La Liga experts. Bookie.
It's not an Emery thing. It's not an Atletico thing. It's the start of the season thing.
But he needs these points.
But what?
He needs this 3 points because you know that there's a period where Atletico suddenly goes into those 0-0 draws, 1-1 draws, like that's.
Yes, but so regardless of when this happens, it will happen at some point. The one thing I know from watching La Liga, and even people who are not so much La Liga fans know that the La Liga season almost always ends about the same way, with about the same 4 teams at the end of the season, regardless of how it starts.
So it begs the question: is La Liga a farmers league?
No, it's not.
But if the same 4 people are winning the same thing,
almost always, not always.
Isn't that what happens in the farmers
league? Which happens in other leagues too. Yes, for Premier League too.
What I'm going to contribute to this is, I think that Simeone should get a lot of credit, to be honest. He's probably one of the longest serving coaches since Fergie. Yes. Fergie is gone, right? And it takes a lot to reinvent a team over and over. And I think he's tried to transition them from a defensive-minded team to an attacking-minded team. Plus, Villarreal is not the worst team in the world. They're actually a very strong team. So if you lose with Villarreal, I don't think you should beat yourself up.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was very surprised to see them lose 2-0 because Atletico that I know would. But then in terms of the coach, I don't think it's a problem. I just appreciate the fact, like Obaro said, the fact that it keeps reinventing the team, and I think it's very easy to know why. It's because it feels like every season is a chance to win that La Liga. He has won it twice now, I think. Twice. So it's like, the Real Madrid, Barcelona will try to win it. But every season presents a new challenge for him. He knows that even if he doesn't win it, but he's not a bad spot, but he wants to, like, that's added motivation for him every season. Like, this season is out. Will you take
Semen to Liverpool if he happens, let's say, after club goes?
No, I don't want him at Liverpool. I feel like our playing style will regress. I don't want to watch my team defending a 1-0 lead.
But that's my point. He's trying to move away from that. That's why he's bought more strikers. I mean, buying Felix for 100+ million at the time when we barely knew who the guy was a statement. Getting Griezmann back.
Felix. Whenever I hear Joao Felix and I hear 100 million, I think of Jack Grealish 100 million.
And that's fine. And that's very fine. Because I don't understand why they pay that much money.
I will take him at Liverpool, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a fine.
The
price is too much.
But the price is too much.
He's a fine player. It's an outrageous price.
Yeah. What's his best position? What's his best position? He's not a striker.
Are we looking at another Kai Havertz? No, but
I think if he plays in a team,
if
he plays in a team that has a strong striker,
is he a Dybala? Is he in that mode, like in those kind of players, when they are sitting just behind?
Just behind the
Just
striker.
behind them, but they're forward enough.
I've seen him play wing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say play wing as well.
He's really good at the wing.
Because he's fast.
But a lot of times, so I don't know, he's a bit of a chameleon. Like you can't actually say what
this is a
João
strength,
Felix's position is. You just know he's a forward.
Yeah,
They move him
exactly.
around.
So
left,
And he can play
right,
attacking
center,
midfield too.
If
number
João Felix
10.
was a Nigerian, it means he plays in. I play in.
Yes,
Play in.
that's position.
Fair.
Yeah.
So let's go to the other small fishes in the league. Barca won at Sociedad.
Yes.
Barca won at Sociedad. Just so let's keep it as plain as possible. Obaro here is an ex-Barca fan. He jumped ship. He's
Jump ship to Barca next.
yeah. He's an ex-Barca fan, and so he jumped ship and left them. He's looked back a couple of times, but Barca won 4-1. I think I also didn't start that match from start to finish, but then I saw when I think they scored first, then then it was 1-1, and I'm like, oh okay, what's happening here? And then eventually Barca were quite comfortable. I think Lewandowski fits that team. He really does fit that team in terms of what he provides for them up front. You can do your pass. You need that person in front of it. The person that changed the game was weirdly Ansu Fati. Because
Not weirdly though.
That's not weird.
Not weird.
no, because I expected him to kind of like maybe based on Rafinha is around this person that maybe shrink a
fade
bit.
off, yeah.
But then he actually came to the party.
I think that boy he's been ready for a while now.
Yeah.
He's been ready. As young as he is, he's been ready.
Uh,
So
that-
nothing you do.
They
now
blessed him
will
with that jersey for a
Yes,
reason.
Yeah.
they gave him that jersey.
Even though I think it's a bad idea to give him a jersey though, but
Yeah.
The pressure, right?
yeah.
But nobody. I feel like because of the Messi's last.
I would have retired that jersey for at least 2 seasons. At least 2 seasons.
I'll return forever. Honestly.
Yeah.
I
But for
really-
some reason, some weird reason, maybe because I'm not a Barcelona fan, I'm not seeing as fat and expecting. I think it would have been different if it was a new signing. Like you've just bought a
Do you know
player
how- do you
and
know
you give
how
him the number 10 jersey.
It pissed
But
me off so
because-
much. I unfollowed Barcelona when they gave me that jersey.
Why?
I was bloody. I thought it was totally disrespectful.
That
First
your
of all,
Yeah.
no, he's a
No,
fine
no,
player.
from Messi's
You didn't
point of
respect
view.
Messi enough. You didn't give him a 15 cent for. You
Yeah.
couldn't pay his salary. You
Yeah.
couldn't do this. You ruin the club and you pass the jersey on to the next player.
But I mean,
Nah.
it's also bad that during that period they ran more than a club campaign.
Yeah.
They actually ran a campaign
Yeah.
more than a club. I think they were just, but I feel like they needed it because they were in a space where it felt like some players felt like they needed to be in that team or wherever. They were just trying to tell the world that we can lose Messi, we can whatever, we are still more than it. But it was so disrespectful. Just disrespectful.
Yeah,
to
it was
Messi.
so-
Especially
Yeah.
since they didn't give him a befitting
Yes.
send
Yeah.
forth. If you had done that, then
Get
do
handed
a more than
yeah.
club campaign just to calm the fans down. Like, oh,
It would
we're
have
still
worked.
Barcelona.
Laporta is still muting the idea of Messi coming back maybe next season. When does his contract end? At
I don't see that happening.
Same here.
Just for sentimental reasons. Just saying.
I don't see it happening.
I don't think it's a good
I
idea.
don't
Why?
think he goes back at all.
Why?
For what?
I think he still loves the Barca fans. He's still a
does.
Barca
What's he going to
player
do?
at heart.
If he's going back there, it's going as part of the technical.
Is
crew
his
or
last
coaching
dance?
thing. Last dance for
Dancing
what?
too.
So
It's his last
if
dance.
Messi had,
You can't dance like
if Messi
Ronaldo is
had
dancing. There's no
unfinished
point.
business,
He
if
don't-
had
exactly.
unfinished business at Barcelona, they'll be like, okay, go back. For
But he doesn't
one
have
more.
anything.
Try and get that thing that he couldn't win with them.
But he has won
Like
everything.
in basketball, what LeBron did with Cleveland
Yeah.
or something like that. But he has done everything he could possibly do with and for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Why go back?
Well, to be fair, just maybe, he didn't win the UCL as a captain.
Captain.
Yeah, because when he became captain, he went on and he did the microphone and saying, "We're going to bring
Yeah,
back
yeah,
glory."
Okay, so maybe that's it. Actually. Maybe that's it.
He had that whole
He
speech.
promised the club
The
a
Champions
Champions
League.
League and he didn't deliver. So if Messi were a politician, he'd be a Nigerian politician.
But it's not his fault now. They had issues all over
No,
the pitch.
either way,
It's not his fault.
either way, he didn't
Next time,
deliver.
don't make promises.
Precisely, either way.
Well, I think they started to catch their proper stride from that second game. Their first game,
Yeah.
they drew, it was
Yeah,
terrible.
I saw
Everybody
that.
was
I saw that.
confused.
I saw that.
Lewandowski wasn't sure if he was still at Bayern. Everybody was confused first game, and then the whole drama of registered players.
Yeah, and all
like,
those stuff
Yeah,
affected them.
so I mean, I'll give it to them. Second game, they did what Barcelona does to teams apart from Madrid. They played
They
well.
wiped you guys 5-0.
Every once in a while.
Every once
You know what
in
they
a
say about the bad club now?
Every once in
It's
a
correct.
while.
Right,
Strike.
twice a day.
But they
Anyway,
flog you guys, or they flog you guys
Who
well.
won the league?
Man, it's been going on for a minute. I mean,
Yeah. No, so that's that's the thing. Who won the league?
But you can't even talk about league because in the past 10 years, you guys have won it like 3 times or something.
Yeah, no, the league does not really belong.
League, like you can't even use that as a record.
I will defend that.
What?
We'll be busy with Champions League.
How many champions did you do in that period?
Don't let's
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
We can actually go there.
No,
we can go there.
That period,
Before Messi left. Before Messi left, yeah.
4 in 5 years.
4 in 5. No,
Yes.
in 10 years. I was talking about the last 10 years.
Even if it's the last
Wait
10
now,
years,
in 10 years, how many do you win?
Maybe 5.
In 10 years, like 5.
How many did
10
Barcelona win?
years. How many?
No, Barcelona
In
slowed
that
down.
10 years, they won like 3.
No, they slowed down.
No,
before.
in that 10 years, they won 3. So if you said you were busy winning, I'm just talking in general. He said he gave ideas that they were busy winning
Barcelona
champions.
won
If you won
Champions
5
League.
and they won 3, and then they won like 8 La Ligas,
So-
and you won like 2.
So,
Why do I feel like I smell some pain from the from a Liverpool
so
fan?
let me
No!
this way.
It's not a
I
pain.
smell
Let me
pain.
put it
I
in
smell like
perspective.
it's.
When I say
You know, you feel.
No, you get
I get what he's
calm
saying.
down,
He has
bro,
a point.
calm
But
down.
let me counter that.
Let's continue to our next question. Let's move on. There's no time for this.
Champions League.
Celta
Please,
Vigo,
next, yes.
Celta Vigo,
Celta
Madrid.
Vigo.
Celta Vigo usually poses problems for Madrid in some ways, and
Yeah, they're one of those teams that we
Yeah.
like to play alongside.
I was
Getafe,
surprised.
Betis Sociedad.
I was surprised that you guys were quite comfortable. It wasn't like a struggle
So yeah,
scenario or something. Like it
the way
was
the way
quite
you see the
comfortable.
way I think so some things from last season are trickling over to this season. The way last season ended, where it looked hopeless at certain points, and this, especially in Champions League. Sorry to mention Champions League.
Sorry to borrow anyway.
I'm good. I won my league. I'm
But
good.
you've done the Champions League, though.
I'm
No,
good
you've
with my
never.
league.
So
I
I think the
remember.
Madrid players are on a different kind of high right now. They feel like kings of the
So
world.
can you do a formal apology to Vinicius Junior? Can you officially? You can look at the camera
What
and
is
actually.
You owe him an
officially
apology.
owe him
Vinicius Junior,
AKA.
now known as Vinicius Senior, after graduating
Senior man.
from scoring 3 goals in one season to being an amazing player. No vex. I'm sorry, I doubted Vinicius. I mean, rightfully, because he was terrible.
Yeah.
He was terrible, but I'll give him his props. He has improved. He looks like a completely different
Different player.
player.
Finished.
I don't know which jazz man he went to see. I don't know how that even happened. I don't know if it's Ancelotti. Maybe he said something to him. I don't know. I'll give Ancelotti some of that credit though. Knew how to play him, where to play him, maybe described his role perfectly for him, and he went with it. And Vinicius is one of the top forwards.
I
in the
agree.
world right
I
now.
totally agree.
That's a weird statement coming from me. Anybody that knows
I
how
totally
I
agree.
felt about Vinicius, especially Kelechi. Yes.
I'm
So that's a weird
I believe
thing
in
for me
Vini.
to
It's
admit,
just-
but
it's fine.
Vini is Vinicius Senior right now, hands down.
fair. Barcelona and the Liver. So Liver 1 is this. Liver 2 will sell the Spotify. Will sell the stadium. Liver 3 will sell this. Liver 4 will conduct weddings on the
So what I know,
Liver
Barcelona,
5, Liver
and
6.
Barcelona
What's
is
happened?
Barcelona is everything Sabinus isn't, right?
Ouch.
Because he's a proper investor. Like, so he's really they've taken a lot of ideas from him. It's like, go to the village, you know, and they've really just done it. But I mean, to be fair, I think it's an interesting time for the club.
What if
and
this
the-
experiment doesn't work?
So what the club is ultimately trying
Both
to
financially
do,
and
what they're
in
trying
terms
to
of
do is get out of debt, and you'd rather do something and fail than do nothing and fail, right? So taking this approach is these people love the club. These men, they love the people that are there now love the club and would literally do everything possible. And just that alone is enough credits, right? They've come to understand Barcelona is a club. Then if you backtrack 2008, where there's no sponsorship, it's
Yeah,
UNICEF.
yeah.
You know that club to how they lost their way, and
humanitarian club.
you know, and all of that. But now they're at the point where they know that I will not be able to serve these people that I care so much about if I keep my pride. So you know what? We'll do weddings. Yeah, we'll take our L. We'll do all of that.
Well, we know that
And go down
after a
and
while we'll
see how
bounce
much
back.
we can come back to life, and it's fine. And history, if they succeed, history will remember them for all of these things that they've done. You know,
In some ways as well. So it's like Barca have done the opposite of what Madrid have done. So typically Madrid will sign the Galacticos and like do the mega signings. Like you'll see that lineup and do that large unveiling. Madrid have gone the other way. They've gone Tchouaméni. They've gone for the future and showed up
still
there.
expensive though.
Expensive, yes.
expensive.
However, what they've
100
done
million?
is what they've done is they've secured 5-6 years of not having to, so 5-6 years of tinkering with the team rather than rebuilding the team. If the next big buy is replacement to Benzema, that's the next big buy. So if
which was supposed to be
Jovic.
no.
Oh,
Mbappe.
He
pay now.
Fair. But so if Barca have started doing Galacticos, they've done Kessié, they've done Koundé, Lewandowski, and all of that. Madrid have gone the other way and worked with the younger ones and much more. They've done Rudiger. They've done sensible transfers. What if this backfires, whether for Madrid or for Barcelona? Because I think it has to backfire for one of them.
I feel like the two clubs made the decision they made because of the situations they are in. Madrid is in a very stable situation. I don't see why they will be gunning for their team is balanced. They wanted Mbappe because Benzema obviously over the next period of years would go. Not just because they wanted Mbappe. Like the guys they brought in also. See how they let Casemiro go because the team is just stable, and I also feel like they've won the Champions League so many times they can afford to actually lose it. They can take 3 years off and nobody.
I don't think Madrid.
Madrid fans will not agree, but I mean you are not desperate.
They're not.
Like if they had not won Champions League back to back, they will be buying the biggest of them because I mean it's desperate. You buy big player because you want to win at all costs. Yeah. But now you feel like we have the team, we have the balance, we have the coach. Okay. Barcelona also because they are trying to come back from the pit of hell that they've got themselves into. And I mean, they would if they go the route of signing small players and trying to build, they become Manchester United.
Wow.
That's another 12 years.
Yeah, another 12 years. But that's what happens. But although Manchester United bought big players anyway.
So speaking of Manchester United, so there's still the issue of Frankie de Jong, who's being owed. Let's even move money from the picture for the moment. So imagine your employer comes tomorrow and says, so that last salary increase.
Please, do not use this example. Please, even in the example, they cannot be owing me. And they will not owe me in Jesus' name.
Okay, not your employer.
Obaro's employer. No, it's still my employer.
Bookie's employer.
An imaginary employer.
Imaginary employer decides that, okay, this contract that I gave you, can you just forget about it? Let's go back to the old contract based on. If Barca is signing players and giving them huge contracts and doing all of that, why should Frankie de Jong reduce his wages? Why?
So, I think the story that came out was there was some fraudulence that happened with his new contracts. Okay. So it's better he goes back to the old one, or they take this new one up with the authorities and he might also get indicted. Right? So it's I think it's dirty.
It is.
Right? But I also understand what desperation sometimes can do.
If you were Frankie de Jong, would you stay?
I think Frankie would ultimately leave this season. I still feel like he will leave this season.
Because it will be unhappy. Like, why would?
I think he will leave this season. You know why? First, it would help the club also sort out their money issues. Right?
But how do they sort out the issue
club officially says,
of contract and
officially they say, we want to keep Frankie. Same club, I feel, uses back channel to want to push Frankie out.
Yes.
So it's like they're playing.
So, but if Man U puts 150 million on the table today, they're owing Frankie how much? 20-something million in wages.
I think 17 actually.
Come on.
Yeah. But all the money you've spent for this rapper, why you not just pay him off and he goes where he's going?
But the problem is, because I keep wondering, and I don't know I think Barcelona is an interesting club. Just being able to register that many players, and we don't understand the numbers, and we really don't know how much. To be fair, I don't think Barcelona definitely was not offering more money than all the clubs that were bidding for the people that they got. Yeah, definitely not.
Exactly. I feel like they're not used to shady deals. They have their shady way of making deals.
Like
and
it's just
there's no clear to us.
It's the LaLiga mob. LaLiga.
Okay, so on that note, let's do this. Think of season ends in May or June, and
should be July this time because of this World Cup.
So something about that time. I think it ends in June though. They'll probably the players are going to suffer this season. A lot of players are going to suffer this season. There'll be lots of injuries. There'll be lots of breakdowns and stuff.
So Liverpool cannot go far.
I doubt.
I'm happy. I'm having all my injuries now.
To have more later.
Who said this?
Why are you quoting me?
It's June. It's June and we're looking at the La Liga table.
Yeah.
First, second, third, fourth for you.
Easy. Come on, that's an easy one.
Take a shot.
Fourth position. I'll give it to Sevilla. Even though I'm seeing something from Villarreal, but I'll do Sevilla just for consistency over the years.
Okay.
Atletico third position. Actually, I'll do Atletico fourth, Sevilla third.
Mm.
Yeah. I would do Real Madrid second. and
Closet Barca fan at heart. Look at
and
this guy.
Barcelona first just because of all of the change. I think they will miss Casemiro. I think that nobody does what Casemiro does in Real Madrid.
Fair.
Not even Chouameni, right? So they will miss some of the elements that he brings to the table.
Fair. Some.
Seeing like Barcelona is becoming a bit stable now, I will go for Barcelona too as number
You
one.
will?
And then because Real Madrid is just a stupid club that,
Yeah.
that beats my team
Okay.
in the
Haters.
Champions League.
So-
yeah.
Haters.
So Barcelona, Madrid.
Atletico second, Sevilla third, and Real
That's a
Madrid
good
fourth.
one.
Oh wow.
You know what? For that, Liverpool finished second.
So-
Yeah, mad.
Okay.
So we all established at this table that the most balanced team among all these is Real Madrid.
We did.
Yes. So how can we so?
Sometimes balance is a problem. But
How is balance a problem? If we are still balanced with Casemiro leaving.
No,
But
we don't- no, we don't know
there are
that.
lots
No.
of uncertainties also
A
because
lot,
of
of
the
course, of
new
course.
guys that are coming. We
Of
don't
course.
know if they can hold
They'll-
their
yeah,
own
blending,
throughout
yeah.
the season.
Of course.
So,
But I feel like Barcelona is even more uncertain
Then-
than Madrid.
So you go Madrid,
So I
Barcelona.
would go Madrid first.
Mm-hmm.
Madrid first.
Mm.
Atletico second.
mhm.
Barcelona third. Then yes, Sevilla. I think Sevilla will be top four.
Okay.
Cool. My predictions. I think I'm gonna go Madrid first.
Leave this table.
Barcelona
Man of
second.
culture.
You,
Man of
you have no
culture.
understanding.
Barcelona
Level, I
second.
don't
Yeah,
know.
just like your club.
I'm gonna go
Man of
for
culture.
Atletico then Villarreal. I don't think Sevilla is up to scratch in this sense.
Just like your
But
team.
That's not your problem.
Yes, so thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you loved it. Please don't forget to subscribe, to share and comment. Leave us a message. We'd like to talk to you.
Tell us what you like, what you don't like. People you don't like, we'll kick them out.